Hello everyone. To luck or not to luck? That is today's question. Well, my personal feeling is that on Grandmaster 1, base value of luck is so low that adding even 90% won't change that much. But to be sure, much bigger sample size is required. I would say at least 100 runs, with 0% luck and with around 90% luck. And still there'll be lucky players who will say that they farm legendaries easily, and some players who barely see any in 10-20 hours. Still, I was a little surprised and confused by results, so instead I did 20 runs to have a slightly bigger sample size. First, let's take a look at my first 10 runs with 0 luck. And yes, I got one legendary. It was another weapon with some useful inscriptions, weapon damage 200%, gear speed 20% and overall damage 17%. It is always good to have those, but I already have my legendary weapons. I have only 2 components, would really like to have at least 6 that I can use, but with my luck it probably will take a year, as I keep getting weapons like 85-90% of the time. And if you take a look at averages, you can see that blues are almost identical, around 4, 4.2, 4.3, 3.8. Purple, however, you get less purple if you have 0 luck, around 2 per run less. Also, I had less masterworks, 1 legendary, but like I said, for legendary I need to do 100 runs, because 10 runs just not enough. You may be lucky, you may be not lucky. I'm glad that you can get legendary stuff easily with 0%, it's not a huge difference. And I didn't plan on doing another runs with 0 luck now, because there are other loadouts I would like to test before that, but after I finished my last run I decided to change scenery and do one Tyrant Mine run. And what do you think? I got legendary item from the first chest. What is even weirder is that I used railgun all the time on my Colossus, and I was hoping to get legendary railgun and I never did. I got weapons. I got 2 ordnance launcher abilities, but not a single heavy launcher ability, and after I was done with Heart of Rage, I said screw it. I will change my railgun for additional 200% combo. That comes with another ability and replaced my railgun. 5 minutes later, boom! My first run without railgun, and I get legendary railgun. Random rules this universe. Anyway, getting second legendary in such short amount of time was weird, so I went back into Heart of Rage for another 10 runs. This time with 2 of my friends who both had luck, around 70-90%. And here are results for my second run. As you can see, in both 0% luck runs, amount of blues and purples I got were identical. I got more masterworks on second run and no legendaries, but I got legendary in Tyrant Mine with 0 luck. One thing to add here, while I got no legendaries, my friends picked up 2 legendaries each, so I would not advise you to get rid of your luck. And now you can see all 3 run data. Let's pretend that I was just unlucky in my 232% luck runs, because total drops, blue and purple item amount were same for both my luck runs. From this sample size, looks like luck does affect how many items you get, and luck improve these odds. Amount of blue drops remains same for all my runs. And it seems that extra 12-17 items I got on luck runs compared to 0 luck were purple items and above, which makes sense. And like I said, seems that base luck value that players have is so low that sample size of 100 runs is needed. But if I had to guess, I would say that we have around 0.2-0.4% chance to get legendaries on Grandmaster 1. Base luck should be higher on Grandmaster 2 and Grandmaster 3, but I think it's not properly adjusted yet, so in the end, Grandmaster 1 is still the best way for getting legendary items. Let me know what is your experience with this. If anyone did similar tests, I would like to see your findings. And 232% luck should never ever be considered as a valid loadout, just because you will have to sacrifice way too much and get really nothing in return. I tested to see if there is nothing weird going on, as I was running long time with 216% luck before devs came out and told that all you need is 90%. Same time, I never had any issues with legendary drops, so my test run doesn't really show my own experience with having luck above 200%. It is same as 90 and not worse. With higher luck you will see more epic and masterwork item drops. Hard to say about legendary. 10-20 runs is just not enough, but you definitely can get legendaries with 0 luck. And as I expected, the difference between no luck and 90% is small on Grandmaster 1. Maybe when they fix, loot or add proper rewards to Grandmaster 2 and 3 strongholds, we can see bigger impact on having 90%, but for now my advice would be don't sacrifice too much for luck and try to have it around 80-90%. No need for more and don't expect luck to change everything. Also, if you have any issues with legendary drops, change something, change luck values, mix different activities, use different components, abilities, weapons, and remember that some days you will not get anything, while other days you can be really lucky, even by doing exactly same stuff, and even as lucky as getting 2 legendary items from a single chest in Stronghold. I've seen that. Just play and enjoy the game, test different loadouts. On average, I got around 1 legendary item per 3 hours of gameplay. Tell me your experience about legendary items. On average, how many hours does it take for you to get 1 legendary item? Sadly, for me, most of my legendary items are useless, or I already have better, or I don't need it. And what's really weird, I have better masterworks for many of my legendary weapons. But sometimes you will get a really good legendary item that will outshine everything you had before. I still would like to see if Javelin power has anything to do with drops. Also, because bigger sample size is needed, I will do some more runs with 0 and around 90% luck. If you have any ideas, let me know in comment section. Happy hunting for legendary items and see you soon.